Hi, welcome. I'm just gonna kick it off right away today. I was watching this YouTube video, doesn't matter who it was from, but I just had a thought when watching it. So there was this person that did a haul. She did a haul and she talked about buying some new makeup, but then also like some new skincare. And she was talking about her skincare routine and that she had purchased something to use in her skincare routine because her other product was empty or something. And I was like, seems like she's doing it in the wrong order. So the thing that she was doing was that she was using, I think she was using an oil? Yes, a cleansing butter, and then she was using some micellar water with some oil in it just to get rid of the mascara, and then she was finishing off with an oil. And I was like, you're not really supposed to do that. I said that I don't know if I misinterpreted you or if you said the wrong thing or if this is actually what you're doing. But if you are finishing up with an oil, please stop. Like, use an oil in the beginning, because if you use an oil last, you are basically just clogging up your pores and your serums isn't going to be able to like penetrate the skin as great as it normally does, or what it would do if your skin was totally cleaned. And again, this is no shame to her. I mean, skincare is such a jungle. It is so hard. The response I got was what I really wanted to talk about today. So she was like, oh my god, I am so sorry. No, you understood me correctly, and this is what I'm doing for my skin. I had no idea you were supposed to do this and this instead. I am so sorry. This is why I never talk about skincare, because I feel like I don't know that much, and X, Y, and Z. Like, she was basically apologizing she was apologizing for not knowing how it worked, and that she was doing the quote-unquote like wrong thing. And I just thought that I was a little bit taken back, and then I was like, you know what, it's no biggie. You do you. I just wanted to let you know. I mean, you're allowed to do the wrong thing. It's just like, I just wanted to help. And then the next day I was taking my bike to work and I was thinking about this, and I was like, this is so strange, because she also said that she never talks about skincare on her channel just because she feels like she doesn't know too much about skincare. And when I was taking my bike to work, I was thinking about that, and I was like, but wait a minute. It was a great thing that she was talking about this topic, because if she wasn't, then she wouldn't be able to get help or fix her problems or her errors. And I just feel like, I just think that is the internet so cruel that we don't allow people to do mistakes without being like laughing at them or being like looking down at them, being like, oh my god, like she is doing the wrong thing. This is not cool. Like, I am not gonna follow her. I think that it's great that I can talk about things and then you can correct me like, oh, you're using this in the wrong way or whatever it is. I feel like you guys don't judge me. I don't know about her followers, or even though like she might have the best followers, there might be like this one person that is cruel, or you know, just looking down at someone, being like, oh my god, she's doing the wrong thing, that is totally not cool. And I just thought about that, and I felt like that shouldn't be a thing. Like, we should definitely allow people to do mistakes, quote unquote mistakes, hope you know what I mean, and then just like try and help someone. Like, if you want to hear my advice, like, this is the way to do it properly, we shouldn't be so scared. Like, is the internet really that cruel? I think it is. And I feel like, you know, we as, you know, I'm a YouTube watcher myself, we need to be a little bit chill. We need to be like, oh, hey, you're allowed to make mistakes, because guess what? You're a person as well. On another note, I had this beautiful and wonderful subscriber that actually sent me a gift. I don't remember if she had won some Illamasqua products or if she had gotten them. I don't remember. Either way, she was like, hey, I know you love some products from Illamasqua and I have the Hydra Veil primer. For some reason, she didn't want it. It was like brand new and she was like, can I send it to you? And I was like, yes. And then she also sent me the foundation. I used this the other day, wasn't like too excited about it, but I thought that I would use it today and see how it is. This is the Skin Base Foundation. It has a sheer coverage, I think.
It's gonna smooth, soften, and condition your skin while providing a natural, buildable coverage. The ultimate skin realism foundation.
So, I'm just gonna put some blobs on my skin. I was going in with some primers and then just like some concealers to cover up some patches, not patches, some beautiful imperfections I had on my skin. And then I kind of want to use like a brush like this just to apply my foundation because I have been enjoying that. Well, we have a new pajamas, a burger. Do you know that some people actually said like, Paulina, you're only doing Get Ready With Me's and using your egg shirt. That's rude. And I thought, okay, well, burgers have to be okay then. So I bought a burger shirt and pants. I just thought that this was so cute. Once again, this is from H&M. And once again, I took way too much foundation.
Great.
Yeah, but this is the burger one. I bought it on H&M. Don't know if it is available in your country. You kind of have to look it up because in Sweden it is available. So that's great. Swedish word of the day we forgot about. Let's use burger, which is in Swedish hamburgare. Hamburgare. I feel like one of these people that's like reading up numbers. Number 17. 17. Number 21. 21. That's a 2 and a 1. Burger. Hamburgare. Hamburgare. Okay, so I feel like this foundation is very, very streaky with a brush, but that doesn't matter. This entire week, I have actually been using like sheer coverage and I've been applying it with a brush like this. And it's just been super quick, and then I've gone in with my sponge just to like, to not sheer it out, but to make it less streaky and more flawless. I need to find like a lip balm. I'm gonna be right back. Wow, I look very white, very pale right now, but I know that it's gonna come together. So I'm just gonna take my little sponge, like boop, 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 boop. When I edit my Instagram videos, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, like, what are you doing? I hate when people say that. Like, if you're not following this person, what are you doing with your life? Like, I don't know, I'm going to work, paying my bills, raising children. Maybe that's nothing if I don't follow this person. I don't know. If you're not following me there, I always, like almost every single day, post like a makeup tutorial, and it's a real makeup tutorial. It's not one of these like, I don't know what that is, but it's just like a real basic makeup tutorial when I'm getting ready for work every single day, and it's a way for you guys to see my makeup and my palettes and my foundations and my bronzers and all of that getting used in a different way than I use it on here. And here I can only post like so much. There I can do a tutorial almost every single day because I do my makeup every single day. Great. A product that I've been loving.
La 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 loving.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is. What is
wrong with me?
I'm gonna cringe so hard when I edit this. Here is the LA Girl Concealer Cream Bronzer. So I like to just take it right up here, blip, 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 like that, and then I like to take it just above. So if I want it to be here to contour, I take it like above it, because when I'm gonna blend it out, because I'm not that great at blending, I am gonna get it like down here. So if I feel like if I apply it here, I'm just gonna blend it down, and then I have to go in with concealer underneath to clean up, and that is just like a cakey mess. So I'm just gonna bloop, bloop, bloop. This foundation, like I put a oil primer underneath, and I still feel like it is pretty matte. So I don't think I would like this if it didn't have like a, wow. Okay. Wait. Okay, it's gonna be really interesting to see how this actually lasts during the day, because I kind of feel like it looks like it's gonna crack and look very dry, but I'm gonna get oilier throughout the day. So I think that it might be okay after all. And this shade on the bronzer is just beautiful. It is a bronzer shade and not like a contour shade, but I mean, look at that. I don't have corona. I just got something in my nose. That is a thing. I work at a place that is pretty large. We have a lot of people that comes in and out, because I've said this before, but we work with like volunteers, and then we work with people that got sentenced to like community service. I work with people that's sick and want to get healthy, so it's a way for them to like practice and have a place that where they can go to every single day or once a week or whatever it is, like whatever they need. And every time, because you aren't close with everyone, you aren't like, I feel like I'm pretty close with like most of the people, I talk with most of the people, but anyway, every time someone sneezes or gets something in their throat and coughs, it's like, I don't have corona, I just got something in my nose, or I'm like, yeah, chill the fuck out. Okay, I wanna do my brows, and then we're gonna continue with the eyeshadow, and I'm looking at the products in my Shop My Stash, and I'm like, what are we gonna use? So I don't know, we'll figure something out. Okay, great. I hate my hair like slick back like this. I don't, I'm lying. I still don't know what eyeshadow palette I want to use today. I was looking through the comments in my Shop My Stash video to see like what you have been asking for, and there was a lot of people that asked for different things. I used this Saharan 2 the other day. I have filmed with most of these palettes, if not all. No, I haven't filmed with Soft Glam and the Moondust palette, but I have only filmed for my Instagram because life has been hectic. I have been the worst. Like, I haven't wanted to pick up the camera to film for you guys, so I filmed for IG. The thing is, today it's the day after Christmas, and my mom is coming over, my brother is coming over. We're gonna have some Christmas dinner. We're gonna have some like family time. I want to have like a red lipstick. I didn't wear a red lipstick yesterday, but the thing is, I don't know. Well, we could use the green one. We love the green one because I really want to use this. But should we use Amrezy with it, like green and purple, or should we use... With purple, I cannot have a red lipstick, so let me dabble into a bunch of different palettes, okay? Okay. Starting off with a little brush like this, and I'm just gonna take this Soft Glam palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here. That is Tempera from the Soft, I said that, Soft Glam palette. Okay, I just wanna say something super quick, and then I'm gonna leave you alone. No, I'm not, but I'm not gonna continue talking about it. So, okay, let me just do like this. I have primed with my Milani eyeshadow primer, but okay, I just want to inspire you, not inspire you, but just refresh your memory. A lot of us have so much. A lot of us have so much makeup or so many clothes or whatever it might be. So maybe we have some extra money during Christmas. Maybe we can donate some money, not to me, but just to any charity where you can make a difference, and you can donate the smallest amount, and it can be to any not company, but any like organization you want. So I have donated to 2 charities this time, or this holiday, which is Rädda Barnen, which is a charity which is Save the Children. That is one organization, and then also Doctors Without Boundaries, Doctors on Borders, Läkare utan gränser, it is in Swedish, that like goes to countries, saves lives. Just wanted to throw it out there. If you have some extra coin, extra money, it can be $1, $2, whatever you want to, and it can save a life. Because if you think about it, like we are almost 13,000 people here. If everyone donated $1, that's a lot of money. So please, if you can, pick a charity, donate, because I think that instead of you purchasing that mascara, palette, whatever it is, maybe you have some extra coin, or instead of buying that bag of chips or whatever it is, maybe you can help save someone. Let's get back to the makeup. So we're gonna take my Amrezy palette, and we're gonna take a mix of Wasted, which is this one, and OG, which is this one. I was actually using Amrezy yesterday, but I mean, it is my favorite palette, so I'm allowed to. We have a man that runs around where I live. So Nicholas was actually reading, like, you know, there's a bunch of different like idiots on the internet, and a lot of people are traumatized because of different things, like, you know, basic shit that you're like, why are you crying on the internet? Like, grow some balls, grow some tits, and then like get over it. So he was starting out reading about something that someone posted on Facebook, and it was that some guy had jumped his daughter. I thought that Nicholas was gonna read something that was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't. So some guy had jumped his 13-year-old daughter. She managed to get away, so there wasn't like any, not a lot of things happened, but obviously it was very traumatizing. But then also this guy was such a fucking idiot that he threw feces in her face. Whose feces? I think it was his own. Again, like very close to where I live. I'm around this neighborhood a lot. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then there was like a week after or something, because this guy, he got free. Like they didn't catch him. He wasn't like, they didn't take him and then he got free. But they don't know who it is. And then like a week later, another girl was jumped. I think she was hit in the back of her head, and this was a small girl. This was like also a young girl. I don't remember her age, but I mean, maybe around like the same age as the first 13-year-old. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? So now I'm walking around being scared of the feces man or the poopy man, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in the world? Like, who throws your own feces at someone? I mean, hit me if you want to, but don't throw fucking feces in my face. Nicholas actually asked me, like, what were you going to do if this guy jumped you and threw feces in your face? And I was like, honestly, in all honesty, I don't think I would do a lot. I think I would just sound like this. I think I would just be shocked, stand still, and throw the fuck up. I would love to say that I would jump on this person and I would be like taking a dump in my own hand, smearing it in his face. But that would never happen. That would never happen. And the thing is that I actually got poop on my leg once, not like bird shit, this was in gym class. And we were, I don't know, my crew, me and my girlfriends was standing in a corner and someone was like, what do you have on your leg? And I was like, what do you mean? This was indoors. I did not have it on my leg when I was changing my clothes to my like gym shorts and everything. And I was like, what do you mean? I forced one of my girlfriends to smell it because I was like, no way in hell I'm smelling it. I cannot. You have to help me to identify what this is. Is it chocolate or is it shit? It was shit. And I have no idea where it came from. But the thing is that someone shit in the gym and then I got it on my leg. How many times do you think I showered? I feel traumatized enough over that experience, let alone getting it in my face when it's fresh. Now I'm taking the shade 1988 and I'm just gonna take this like a little bit further down. And I'm taking this on a smaller Zoeva brush. This is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease and you can actually find this at Look Fantastic if you wanted to. I have an affiliate link. I don't feel like a green would look very great with this look, but we're gonna do it anyway and see where we'll end up. So, Urban Decay Moondust palette. This green is probably one of my favorite like glitter greens. It's absolutely stunning and I haven't used it in such a long time because I continuously forget about this palette. And why do I do that? Okay, since this is a glitter, I'm actually gonna spray my brush because I saw that when I tapped it off, the glitter wasn't like stopping coming off. And then we're just gonna apply it. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm gonna use my finger instead because this is like goals. I think I'm gonna take this pigment. I had this pigment in my last Shop My Stash. It's from Tarte. And it is a chrome paint in the shade Wild at Heart. I didn't use it, so I kept it in because I was like, you know what, this is so beautiful. I really don't need to use it. And this has, I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little shift of like a, I don't know, greenish blue almost. So it's not just like a light shade. So I feel like it could add on beautifully with the green. So I'm just gonna apply it right here and then kind of drag it on. Ooh, that was stunning. Now I'm gonna go back to the Amrezy palette and I am gonna take the shade 1988 once again. I'm just gonna apply it right here. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like relationships and whatnot, and they were talking about like how you need to be trying for your partner. Even though you've been together for like 50 years, you still need to try for your partner, and you still need to, like, in your relationship, you need to try and look good. And I was like, that's such BS. Like, no, I don't need Nicholas to like dress up for me or try to make an effort when we're just at home, just the two of us. Like, yes, I don't want him to go out with a sloppy, disgusting t-shirt when we're going out to dinner or to a restaurant or whatever it might be. Then yes, dress up. But when we're just at home, I was like, no, what the fuck? That is just crazy. No, he definitely doesn't need to do that. But then I was thinking a little bit more about it, and I was like, well, maybe that's like, maybe they have a point to that. So when I got home, I was like, hey babe. I don't call him babe, but let's just pretend. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the black eyeshadow. He has this t-shirt that he bought at Primark almost 6 years ago now. And this t-shirt is disgusting. No, it's not disgusting, I'm lying. You know what, I don't think I'm gonna take the black. I think I'm gonna do a wing. But it has these, what is that called in English? Nopprig. It doesn't seem like it has the word for it, but you know, when you have washed your t-shirt so many times and it's like, no prig. where it's like, hopefully you know what I mean. And then it also had like these big holes in it. It was this wine burgundy color. And I was like, hon, I told him so many times, it's time to get rid of it. It's time to get rid of it because it is not looking good at all. But he has just kept it. So I told him like, okay, it's time to get rid of it. And he did. And he put on this black t-shirt instead. Just like a plain black t-shirt. And I saw him. And I looked at him and I was like, his shaved head with this t-shirt, damn, he's fine. And I just felt like he was looking so sexy. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It might be valid to try and be a little bit cute for your partner when you're just at home. And I want to be perfectly clear that I'm not saying that you should go ahead and like sleep with your hair all done and sleep or walk around in this sexy outfit all the time, because when you live with each other and you see each other every single day, that's not the way the world works. That's not the way the cookie crumbles. So you kind of have to be able to be yourself. But I just mean buy a cute pajamas, something along those lines. It doesn't have to be that big. Just buy a super comfortable cute pajamas instead of you walking around in like these trashy garments, or him not brushing his teeth in the morning, or you know what I mean? I feel like that is super important, especially for, no, it's not, you know what, I'm lying. I don't think it's super important. I think it's super important that you have to be comfortable in your own home, that you have to be yourself, and that you are, yeah, you're comfortable. But I do think that once in a while, like thinking about what you're wearing, because a lot of the times I'm just like walking around in the nudes. To be completely honest, not in the nudes. I usually walk around with like a shirt like this, but then I don't have anything on my vajayjay or legs, because I hate it with a passion. When I'm at home, if I'm walking up from bed right to the couch, I usually just want to take all of my clothes off and be in the nude, because I just think that that is super comfortable. That is just a thing that I have. Maybe it's not like the sexiest thing in the entire world, but you know, I gotta be comfortable. But it's just like a thought that I had, like we have to be able to be comfortable, but still like maybe put in a little bit of extra effort when you've been together for a bazillion years. I'm gonna take my Fenty powder because it's a dream. I'm not gonna bake, but I am gonna take a little bit on my sponge, like and then right here, and then I'm just gonna lift. I was reading this article that talked about men and skincare, and I mean, it's not like men and women's skin is different, so they should obviously also use skincare and SPF and like serums and all of that, but a lot of men just doesn't do it because it's not in their interest, and that's fine. Like that's totally fine. We have to be okay with that as well. However, like 13% buy their own skincare, and the rest are being bought from their mother, their partner. And I just found that to be super interesting, because I was thinking like, why is that? Like, I remember when a couple of years ago, this is so mean, but one of my girlfriends, was, I don't know if she was dating this guy, but he was interested in her, and I don't know if she was interested in him, but they were hanging out and he had a party at his house, and then they were going into his bathroom, and she saw that he had all of these like creams and body lotions and like face lotions and all of that. Like he obviously liked to take care of his skin, and she was like, oh my god, that is so unmanly. I cannot be with a guy like that. And I don't know, like sometimes you guys know I love to do my skincare. I absolutely love it. It is my downtime. It is my one of my favorite parts during the day. No, my favorite part during the day is actually when I'm doing my makeup, but I love to do my skincare. Sometimes, like most of the time, I just cleanse my skin, put on my serums, and then my creams and all of that, and then I go to bed. But once in a blue moon, no, but a couple of times during the week, I mask, or I use my Foreo products like my bears or my UFOs or my iris under my eyes. Like I just love that. I'm gonna take this bronzer. That is my favorite thing in the entire world. And sometimes when I'm applying my serums, Nicholas comes into the bathroom, and the only time he lets me put some lotion on him or like a cream on him is when I'm saying like, you're super dry, you're flaking, because he usually flakes like around his brows or around his forehead. And I'm like, you're flaking, hon, like it looks disgusting. You need to put you need to put some lotion on you, you need to scrub your face. And once in a while he does it when I put out the products for him. He's like, okay, how do I do this? But he takes care of his beard so well. You know, every single night I see him, and he does it in such a proper way. You know how we ladies can be? It's like, ooh, super quick, and it's like, oh, just do like this, and then smear it in, and then like, don't let the product settle, just smear it in the next product. And he takes his time, he takes out his little comb, combs his beard, and then he takes his favorite oil, he massages it into the skin, and it just looks like he's having the nicest time. It looks like he's really enjoying it. It looks like he's loving it. He even has like a shampoo for his beard. Like that's his thing. He loves it. Or when he trims it a little bit and then I don't notice, and he comes out and he's like, you haven't even noticed my beard today. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I trimmed it. Like, you know, this much. And I'm like, oh, now I see it. It looks beautiful. Can't see jack shit. But it really looks like he's enjoying himself. Like he loves it. I'm gonna take my blush from Natasha Denona. I'm just gonna smear off a little bit on my leg. And I find that to be so interesting because, as I said, a lot of us women are like, we're just doing it because we need to get it done. Like still, I love it. I love to do my skincare, but I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as he does. Like he's really making it proper. He loves to like just smear the products all over his face, and not all over his face, but he takes care of his beard. But the skin, I'm like, hon, the other day, it was looking so yucky because he was flaking all over his brow, and I was like, you need to just scrub and then put some cream on. So I put out some products that he could use in the shower, and I was like, first you need to do this, but I understand I need to be a little bit tricky with it. I cannot put out like 50 products and tell him, do this, do that, do that. I need to take the minimal and be like, hey hon, this, use this, and then you're done. And then when he comes into the bathroom, when I'm like putting all my creams on, I'm like, hi babe, have a little bit of leftover on my hand, and I just like smear it, and he's like, stop it, and I'm like, I'm almost done. But I need to take a cream that isn't like too sticky, but it's still thick, that it does something. You need to be clever with your man. Beautiful blush, what do you think? Love it. Thank you, Natasha. Let's use our oldie. You know what? Let's use this from Illamasqua. So this is a liquid highlight. This is the Beyond Liquid Highlight in the shade Oh My God. This is just beautiful. So what I usually do, I haven't even put on mascara. So what I usually do is that I just take a little blob on the back of my hand, and then I just take a little bit on a little brush. This one I'm using today, obviously. and then I just like to pat it in. This is actually the first time I'm using this small of a brush, but if you're living with a man, you know, it can be your son, it can be whoever, it can be a friend or your partner, and if you see them do some skincare or take care of their beard or whatever it is, doesn't it look like they are really enjoying themselves, like they are really taking care of themselves? Like, and try and put that into perspective, like how it would be like if you saw a woman do it. And just let me know in the comments, is there any difference or is it just me? Because I found that to be so interesting. Like, I am enjoying myself as well. This brush didn't really work, so I'm just gonna take the back of my blush brush and just blend it out. I am also enjoying myself, but I don't think I'm enjoying myself as much as he is doing, because that was like, damn. You really enjoyed it and loved it. So I'm just taking the back of my brush and just kind of blending it out. Now we're gonna take a little bit of a powder highlight. I haven't been loving like an extreme highlight. The other day I used this for work and I didn't apply any highlight on top of it because I just thought that it was beautiful. And if I'm comparing this to my stick highlight from Milk Makeup, this isn't as greasy, if you know what I mean. Like the why do I say It Cosmetics? The Milk Makeup one can be very sticky, but this isn't. So I'm just kind of blending my blush into my highlight, and then I was walking around looking like this, and I just thought that it was so beautiful. It was very subtle, it wasn't too much. So definitely a little recommendation if you're looking for like a liquid highlight. But we're gonna take this is super old, but mine still works, and I love the shade Starburst, but I usually take like a little bit of this or this one, and then I take Starburst, tapping it off, and then I like to take it just right here, just a little bit. Which red? I have a bunch of reds here today, so I'm gonna take a mix. So I'm gonna start off with a dose of color Strawberry Pop. I'm gonna clean it up later, so please don't judge me right now. And then I'm gonna take Ruby Woo from MAC. Beautiful. Great, and then I'm gonna do my mascara and I will be right back. I'm also gonna clean up my lips because this is not the way to go. I don't know what it is, but something about this look is like throwing me off. I don't know if it is the lips, I don't know if it is the eyes, I don't know if it's the combination, I have no idea, but something just doesn't really look right. Obviously, not obviously, but usually I think the green and red pair very well together, so no idea where that is coming from, but I just put in some cute little earrings, and then my little bracelet that you guys love. This is from Marlene Birger. Love this bracelet. I think it's so classy, beautiful, and all of that. Not real gold though. It would be nice if it was real gold. Thank you. Not gonna drag this on for too much longer. Just wanted to put in some finishing words. Don't feel like you have to go ahead and dress up for your partner. This is just thoughts that I had, and this is just thoughts that I felt like I wanted to share, and that helped me, not helped me, but I found to be very interesting and very interesting. I'm gonna eat some breakfast. I'm gonna clean up a little bit around the house, just as finishing touches, and then my mom and brother is coming and I'm gonna spoil them rotten. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a fucking thumbs down. Don't forget that you can subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!